This camera makes me look more tired and older than I really am. I'm looking at the screen here, and then just shadows coming out more. But hey, this is the tablet that I bought, Samsung Galaxy Tab S3, the greatest of the greatest. I gotta use it, gotta use full function. 5 megapixels in the front-facing camera, 13 in the rear. But I'm not here to talk about my tablet. So, further into my self-development, I'm becoming more and more versed in my triggers, in my triggers that make me feel, what's the word I want to use? A little salty. I will never specify anybody on this vlog, but if they happen to see it and they put the pieces together, what can I do? This example is a recent example, and it hits me, but upon reflection, this is another challenge. See, one skill, I'll call it a skill. One skill that I've been trying to master is learning how to let go. It's letting go of things that I don't have to be, I don't have to hold on to, I don't have to hold a grudge on to, which is pretty much 95% of everything that happens to me. Because once I make that habit of holding on to something, never letting go, holding a grudge, it doesn't put me, it's not going to help me. And the term I'm going to be using, the word I'm going to use is called salty. So I feel salty about a recent development. But then again, at the same time, I just don't have enough information, because contact between me and the other person is just not, it's not a lot. So this person has messaged me, and this is the cause of the saltiness. This person had messaged me saying that that person is going to come back and train with me very soon, thanking me for all that I've taught, for all they have learned. And then I see a video of that person training with somebody else. Now, it doesn't matter who it was, it's just the fact that they're training with somebody else. If that person had never messaged me saying that that person's going to come back very, very soon, I wouldn't have felt so salty. And that's a trigger. That's an old trigger that still snaps at me. It hurts. It hurt. I'm in the process of telling myself to let it go, let it go, let it go. But it's still in here, right? It's a sad thing for me, in my experiences, how a negative thing can be more, can affect me more than a handful of more positive things. Logically, to me, that's ridiculous. Why does that happen? And my self-development, part of my self-development is to figure that out. Is to figure out why does that saltiness just, it almost like it consumes me, and he says, you're gonna feel this right now. You're gonna deal with this right now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But this is a true part of myself. A true part of myself, and something I just have to work on. We just got past. I mean, I don't want to make excuses, but I also have to consider that my environment can be affecting me, my health, my diet. I mean, I'm pretty much a water drinker. I'm gonna have to. I'm still working on the working out, the diet. But who knows, maybe some hormone in my head, some neurotransmitter was low. And so when I saw the video of that person training with somebody else, bam, came in, slapped me in the face, and said, look at this, look at this. And it does tell me that an old part of myself is still there. As much progress as I thought I've made, I still have the baggage. The baggage is still there. And it sucks that it's still there. It sucks to... It's so bad. I'm reminded of a movie with Mike Myers called The Love Guru. And so I watch it, and this won't give away too much of the movie, but the client has skipped a step, and the guru was convinced to let the client skip that step. And even after the guru said not to do it, the love guru, he was convinced, money, to skip that step. And what happened is that came back and bit him in the ass. If you want to know what happened, watch the movie. It's hard to let go of that saltiness. It's hard. And I'm not mad at that person, but the saltiness is there. It's there. You see, I can give you a little bit more. So a little bit more about me is, in the past, I felt helpless. My past teaching career was born out of lack of knowledge. I was running these huge classes, bringing in the money to the boss, but my content wasn't great. I made up so much. I put out there so much BS content. And I was even able to convince myself that my content is great. It's working. These students are learning. With the knowledge I have now, looking back, no. But what can I do? See, this past student that is now training with somebody else came from that era. And so I have this inner desire to teach that student right. I want to prove to myself that my past failure in training that student can be made up now. I do have a good handful of students now that were with me in the past that I'm teaching better now. but I have this inner desire of a completist. I want to teach them all. I want to teach them all properly. All of them. Man, oh man, oh man. It's such a strong desire. Very strong. And this student does mean a lot to me. Whether or not this student, see, this person means a lot to me even outside of Taekwondo. Long-time person I've known, person I've come to love, and as much as I want that student back, I cannot control that student. Can't. I'm not going to run a dick move and run a guilt trip. That is such a dick move. And I'm not going to do that. There is it's up here. It's up here. It messes with my brain. It messes with my brain so much. And then now this is in the mix. They're enabling each other with this situation. And I have to be the one to tell them to calm down. I gotta be the one to tell them, no. What's our mission? What's our lesson plan? Is to let this go. Let it go. Let it go. Ooh. Ooh. And for the most part, I'm just salty. The saltiness is lingering and it's going to bug me for a while. But I can say that most of the situation, I've already let go of those feelings, those thoughts. But the saltiness is holding on to them, holding on to them, not letting them go. And it's almost like it's creating chaos inside of me. It's something. It's a strong pull. Oh boy, it's a strong pull. Whew. These past 2 weeks, to explain my condition right now, this past weekend, it was hot. The heat saps away so much energy, so much of my focus, so much of my attention. Oh Lord, and it was difficult to get sleep from Friday into Saturday. I was on tilt. Saturday afternoon, after I finished work, I found a Starbucks and I just sat there and I recovered until closing time. The Starbucks closed at 9 and I was there until 9 o'clock. Because the AC felt so great. I was getting some fluids back in me, drinking water, eating one of their small sandwiches to get myself back up. I had my tablet here, the one that I'm using to record this. It was a well needed recovery. But I'm still not fully recovered, and then seeing the video of this student training with somebody else. Normally I'd be more bulletproof, but it got through. It got through and it makes me feel so salty. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Oh, by the way, this is Monday, Labor Day, September 4th.